everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. To the left side here for Eifert. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a handoff looking right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Right here.
And the hard count got the defense there, encroachment, and the 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down following the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go.
Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh! And all.
Football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
8 yards there and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Red zone opportunity. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They go play action here on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's...
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll run the option left. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Wide 80. Hey.
First down, Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to speed things up here. Bridgewater again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the...
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Back to throw. He's got time. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's back to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
He's got time in the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, look at the juke. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards to gain here on third down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run the option left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Blocking the ball. Offense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run the option left. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Browns, the great run they've been on